have this image in my mind of my own imagination that each of us have this bag of seeds. Now, we don't live in an agricultural society. However, Jesus all the time gave all of these farming and planting and all of these different analogies, but because it made sense to the people because they were an agricultural society. But in my mind, if I'm picturing things with my own imagination, I imagine that we have this bag of seeds, and every single day is a kernel. Every single day is one seed that we get to plant. And I believe that God gives us our days, and He gives us all of these things, our time, our resources, our talents, our skills, our gifts, our passions. He gives us all of these things, and we get to decide, how do we spend them and where do we plant them? You see, God gave us free will, and He gave us this ability to choose what we're going to do with our time, but also what we're going to do with these small things inside of us that could build to larger things. You and I each get the opportunity to choose where we plant. And I would encourage you, admonish you, to choose wisely. In Matthew 13, Jesus talked about this parable of the sower, and He talks about how the farmer goes out and scatters seed, and it falls on these different types of ground: rocky ground, thorny ground, on the path, or in good soil. And there's a different return that happens in each area. You see, where it all fell mattered, and the response of the seed. It talks about seeking to understand and not being afraid and not having worries, and all these different elements did come in and affect the seed. And the thing is, all these different elements that you can and cannot predict are going to affect you and your investments and your choices and how you choose to spend your life. However, choose wisely. Don't just throw your life, even a single day, to the ground and go, oh, well, maybe this will work and maybe that will work. No, look into it. Choose something wisely. Choose where you are going to plant. Now, that means there might be some work involved. It might be easy to just kind of do whatever and do what's right here and right now. You might have to go find good ground. You have to go find good soil. You have to go out there and dig some ground up to make sure it's ready to plant. You're going to have to put in hard work to make your time, your resources, your talents, your skills work for you, and to ultimately bring glory to God because you've used what you have wisely. The thing that I want you to know is you have stuff to give. You've been given a huge gift yourself, and you get to choose how you're going to invest your life. With truth on your side and with knowing God's love and having those two things help you, you're going to be able to plant in good places. Pay attention to where you're investing your time, your attention, your money, your resources, your talents, and I bet you can use it wisely for the glory of God and also on this journey with Him. See, I don't think that God just wants us to all be pastors and missionaries or all just go do begrudging things. I think sometimes we think that God just wants us to do something high and holy, and it's just out there, and it may not be a lot of fun, but God will be happy if I'm just da 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 da. It's no. I think that He built you a certain way, and He wants you the way He uniquely crafted you, your time, talents, resources, your skills, your passions. I think that He built you in a certain way that all those things can be used to glorify Him and to bring Him honor and to shine His light into a very dark world. So what is that way for you? I don't know, but I bet you have ideas. Talk to Him about those ideas. Pray about them. Get some wise counsel about them. Because you have a bag of seed. You have things that you can give and you can invest into meaningful things and purposeful things. Go out there and plant wisely. And as God leads you through that process, I think you'll be amazed to see what that return looks like, what that reward, so to speak, looks like, and how you and Him, your relationship is going to grow as you move towards those goals. You get to choose what you do. Use every day wisely, plant well, choose where you plant.